90.3 FM is 3 minutes gone past the hour of 2 o'clock this beautiful afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I hope you're fine. Well, Chama Innocent, what's up?
I'm great. How are you doing today, Esther? It's been a while we did this.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How you
now
doing?
when I drag me to make I can't do meeting now. Where would here now from 9 now till 10 o'clock? Now I can't do meeting. What do you want me to do? My time has to be utilized.
It's important.
I beg you.
Now
Now, what? People are now doing what they call hybrid. You can do virtual. You don't necessarily have to come physically. Allow me to vent my own vents for this office. So
anytime I ask certain questions about anything that has to do with Peter Obi and the opposition politics and all of that, most of the time the response I get is you don't see people throwing stone at the fruitless tree. So if they drag you from your house by this time, you're gonna know because the tree is not be politician. Welcome to Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent, the distinguished Esther Machko. Is that Esther, you're shiny, no?
I'm begging.
See, go on YouTube and check it. You see that I'm correct. Go on YouTube and check it out. Esther is shiny. Let's say the situation of Nigeria, I know they touch you. This 30-day round challenge, not near you. The heat where they cook.
Yes,
you support. Very good. Austin support. The heat where they cook all of us for Nigeria. He not touch you. You're not sure that Tinubu be your president, because you just shine up and down.
Just drop that level. I'm ranting right now. Like for real.
Rant.
Part of my own.
The floor is open.
My own ranting is actually not. I don't want to say it's not about what is currently going on. I need a solution as soon as possible, and I need Nigerians to be wise and open their eyes. They need to be strategic. Like, strategy is the only way right now. See, I know all of you are already having this apathy towards 2027 because there's this feeling that, you know what, we already know who is going to win these elections and there's no point coming out. Trust me, that is the kind of psychological melee they want to put in your brain so you would not come out and vote. There is something important that I feel the citizens should understand now. As it stands, as it is at this moment, yes, we're ranting, we're complaining, but you just need to try and survive. I mean, that's the reality. You just need to try and survive.
Now, who they alive go see 2027
exactly.
To
try
vote.
and survive. I don't know what you would do, but please don't get into any immoral vice. But try and survive. I've been listening to a lot of this challenge. I've been listening to the complaints of a lot of Nigerians, young persons. I listened to a rant of a 22-year-old girl who is studying law in school and all the skill acquisition she has.
6 minutes long.
I
listened to every word.
She was crying
from beginning to end.
She said, with all the hustle, it's like nothing. Like what she gets out of it is very little.
And you can't even blame her.
It cuts across. Somebody said something that she's afraid to eat. She can't eat because if she eats, she's thinking of tomorrow. She thinks of how she goes out. All right, Gary. Oh my God. Those are selling staple foods. It's the staple food they are selling that they're eating in the house. Choma, people can no longer afford protein. Crayfish, that is usually the seasoning that gives you, that taste and the supposedly that it has protein, has become very expensive.
Crayfish used to be 20 naira. They'll tie it inside nylon like this.
Now,
then it now became 50 naira. They here now. Then 100 naira. No 100 naira crayfish now.
Which 100 naira?
If you want buy 100 naira,
it's starting from 500. Crayfish, one inside nylon, it starts from 500 naira as a seasoning to your meal. To even buy seasoning cube. So people rather use salt. Do you know how difficult it is for a lot of Nigerians to live by now?
Eating bland foods.
People are eating bland food, mostly carbohydrates.
And we also have a lot more beggars on the road begging for food, not for money now. Because some of them feel like, if I'm asking you for money, you might think I want to rip you off. Just give me food.
Parents are petitioning who goes to school. Okay, you know what? You need to stay home. Join me in the shop. Let this person go. Let him go to school. We don't have money. We cannot afford all of you going to school because even our public education system is very poor. Choma, go to any of these public schools and see what happens there.
Yes, and me go tell you about them.
Hey, God.
Now me go. I feel use 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Tell you about public schools. Let's not even talk about the secondary schools. At least those ones, the students in secondary schools, they can still manage themselves. Public primary schools. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I remember this public primary school. It's in Kosofe. It's like still there right now. The pupils used to get like free water. They had water rushing from taps in the school. So some of them, as at 2013, 2012, 2011, they'll tell you, my mommy did not give me money to buy water. There was no money. So they have to drink that public water from the tap. So imagine how those people how they are managing right now. Yesterday, I was asking the question because during this 30-day run challenge, a particular soldier came out to say this is the reason why we have so many people going into fraud, yahoo, and other vices, other illegal, criminal, fraudulent ways of making money. And I was asking the question, is it true? Or anybody who does not have integrity will just look for a reason to go into criminal activities? And a lot of Nigerians agree that it was an economic situation.
Have you ever been pushed to the edge where there is nothing? You don't have any support system. There's nobody you can call to say, I bet borrow me 5K. May I just use wrong things? When you don't have a support system, that's basically what happens, Choma. When you have a situation where the legislature, the judiciary has been hoodwinked by the executive, the people that are meant to represent and speak for the people that, they're representing their various constituencies, none is happening, Choma.
They seem to be pocketed.
You know what? I don't want to lament, but I want us to open our eyes. I think we're doing the job of we're the fourth estate of the realm, right? And we're supposedly the gatekeepers. We're meant to create that scenario where we're a bridge between the executive and the people. But I think this time around, we need the people to open their eyes. And let's use this opportunity to speak objectively. I said objectively because there are certain things we cannot say on air and let it not seem as if anybody's infusing or making any indications that we're trying to incite the public. So here is the thing. I need Nigerians to think smart. I saw in 2023 the wholesome participation of our youth in politics. I was amazed to realize that teenagers from as young as 14, 15, 16 years were actively involved in politics. The reason was there was a resurgence. Everybody got woke. They woke up to the fact that they needed something to change. What caused it? At the time, it was the prevalence of insecurity. It was the economy at the time. It was a fact that a lot of things that we used to have access to was no longer accessible, and the young persons, being a work generation who used to have that opportunity, could no longer have access to those things, so they were constrained. And obviously this generation are very vibrant and very outspoken, and that was when they started talking. They actively decided to use the 2023 general elections to tell the government in power that you know what, we are no longer going to tolerate the Malay and the nonsense you put us through for the past 8 years. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of you believe that this current administration was not overwhelmingly voted for. Trust me, they were voted for. If you say that the votes were snatched, people voted for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the thing is this, for the coalition that is coming together, they need to be smart. And for the people who are going to vote, you need to be smart. You need to know whom you're voting for. It's no longer about wanting to unseat the current president in charge. If you unseat, who do you want to be there? Because that also happened during the era of Jonathan, right? We were like any person aside from Jonathan. And that was basically what the opposition harnessed on. They harnessed on the difficult situation, the insecurity that prevailed during the era of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that when the coalition won that election, for the first 6 months, that administration was confused. They didn't know what to do. There was no cabinet formed. The president traveled out of the country. We were still running on the pre-existing budget of 2014 thereabouts. That administration was confused. No cabinet was set. It was like they didn't know that they were going to win. So let me tell you why, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decides to campaign in 2027, why he is going to win. He is going to win because he has gotten loyalists. They've taken advantage of social media. Choma, there is something that is ongoing right now. This administration is using ethnicity against people. It's really bad. And they are strategic, they are incisive, they are aggressive. Bayo Naniga coming out to call out Peter Obi, or the presidential candidate of the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate in 2023. Omoyele Sowore spoke against this government, against the president. He called them names.
He uses the kind of words that if
you see the names that this man called this administration, Bayo Naniga did not come out to speak. Other prominent persons, Atiku Abubakar, called this administration manipulative, said they have hijacked democracy. Obasanjo came out and reiterated the same thing. Bayo Naniga did not come out to call him out and make such a threat. You did not say they are inciting the public. You did not say they are derailing this administration. You did not say they are misleading the public or playing to the gallery. Peter Obi spoke. So there is something going on. There is a target. I don't know if it's because of the geographical location of Peter Obi or because of the threat they think Peter Obi posed for them in Lagos in the 2023 general elections. Let's be candid. The only thing I will say to Nigerians is you need to be smart. Do not let these people use the prevailing economic situation against you. They will use your hunger against you in 2027. They have polling units. They will say this polling unit are for APC. These polling units are for PDP. They buy polling units at the wards. What I am trying to say is that you need to be smart as these politicians. Do not be used. I beg you in the name of God, you will not be helped. A supporter of this administration's son died because of this system.
In a boring state.
The boy,
he swallowed granite. One piece of granite entered his airwave.
He choked his airwave. It was studio and they didn't have something to sanction it off in the hospital they went to.
And guess
they
what?
Were using a crude means to bring it out.
That particular equipment is something that is so cheap.
See, Chama, what I want to say is this. I beg you guys. I am telling you people, please do not be depressed. Do not become disincentivized. Do not become dispassionate. I need you to go get your voter's card. Get it as best as you have. If you don't have it, please have it and make sure that your vote counts. See, everybody will be INEC on that particular day in 2027. I don't know who you want to vote for. I don't know the political party you want to vote for. You will become an agent for the political party you're voting for. Everybody is going to monitor their polling unit. I'm telling you, it's going to be aggressive. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is not going to sit idly by while a coalition is being formed. Trust me, Tinubu knows opposition. The APC has been in the opposition for a long time, that they understand street opposition. This has gone beyond social media. I would encourage you to stop engaging in detractors on social media, especially we the citizens. Don't involve yourself on the detractions in social media. It's deliberate to distract you from the current economic situation. The supporters of this administration will do anything. There's nothing you're saying. You cannot reason with them. And they're playing their role as opposition. All I will say again, for those who are at the opposition, the politicians that want to form a coalition, those who think that the great agenda is to unseat the president, let me tell you, if you are not street smart like the president, if you do not apply strategy, you will lose woefully. We are being candid right now. Whatever means you need to engage your followers, start doing that. Utilize social media. Don't wait till 2026. Nobody will believe that what you intend for them is reality, that you intend their interest for running. Nobody will believe you. If you don't start your mobilization now, nobody will believe your intention. We need to know the people we are voting for. And if you want people to trust you, start now. I don't care what political party you belong to, but if you want people to know that you're sincere and you want to elicit their loyalty and their vote, start now. Utilize social media, all the social media you can. Don't wait till this grand coalition will be formed. Trust me, the president is not sitting there and waiting for you to form a coalition. No. The APC will infuse themselves. They will strategize, and trust me, they are aggressive. They will use whatever means it is to destabilize whatever coalition is coming in play. And that is why I'm telling you that if these political persons who want to come together and form a coalition are not strategic, if they are not selfless, Tinubu will win in 2027 if he is running a game. Let me tell you why I said so. Some of these principal actors are meant to form this coalition for a political movement because of to weaken this administration in 2027. If at this particular time they're not able to reason and put themselves aside, Atiku is interested, El Rufai is interested, Peter Obi is interested, all of them want to become the president. If they do not realize what they want now and an agreement is made that is achievable, this coalition is formed as soon as possible, and they begin to promote themselves, trust me, 2027 is gone. They won't get it.
It should be more about rescuing Nigeria than the ambition of whoever is coming out.
They need to drop their ambitions aside and become strategic in how they want to get the vote of the people. And they should also understand, utilize the weakness of this administration and ensure that you have a roadmap for resolving it. It shouldn't be about unseating Tinubu. That should be the grand gesture of these guys. We're talking about solution to the quagmire now. And the only way the common man has an upper hand is at the polling units. That is the only time. You miss it, you've missed it until the next 4 years. There are a lot of Nigerians in diaspora who are interested in ensuring that Nigeria has good government, but they are scared and they don't trust anybody. They don't know where to head to. They don't know who to be with. They don't know how to sponsor the movement. This administration has been able to quell the spirit of certain strong oppositions that we saw came up in 2023. For example, the Labour Party. Nobody trusts that party right now. Everybody now sees how the party is. Peter Obi cannot do it alone. Omoyele Sowore cannot do it alone. Atiku Abubakar cannot do it alone. Unless these old politicians say, you know what, people know us and we've been running in circles, 360s, the same thing, nothing has worked, then why don't they bring in new politicians, new persons, young minds, persons they know they can brush up, teach up, and sell to the people and have profitable ideas and solutions to the quagmire we're currently facing. Otherwise, it will be the same thing, Chioma. Because when you have all the institutions hoodwinked, as you say, then how do we trust the process?
Yes, a lot of people feel that Nigerian youths are docile. They are lax. They lack focus. Any little viral moment on social media can distract them, and that the youths are not ready to take back their country.
The opposition is not playing its role.
But
Chioma,
do you actually believe that the youths are at this moment they are being apathetic? That they are not actually focusing on the vision Nigeria to remove Nigeria out of this? That people are more individual oriented.
Do you see the situation?
Than country oriented.
Okay, let me give you an instance. Do you see the situation with Natasha? Who were the persons that came out to vote against this woman, to call her out, to be part of the recall process? No matter how flawed the recall process was, who were the individuals? What I'm trying to say is that this current administration has a strategy. Utilize their strategy against them. Have a countermeasure. And that is why I said, if the coalition that wants to be in charge right about now wants to get the attention of the people, now that people are really, really disenchanted with this current administration, start now. Utilize all the platforms you know these young people utilize. No longer, you can't go through the same old circle anymore. There's a sense of wokeness. Everybody is aware.
Because
everybody
now you're appealing
is
to the younger people, not their parents.
Exactly. The old ones just want to take care of themselves, take care of their family, and be. So it's the young generation now. They are the ones. Exactly. Choma, insecurity is bedeviling every part of the country. The opposition are silent. Do you see what happened at the National Assembly when they wanted to vote, pass the state of emergency vote? We no longer have an opposition. They've been silenced. They can't talk. They only come out to speak individually when they're organizing press conferences or when they're invited by the media to speak against certain issues in government. So when there is no active participation of the opposition, when you can no longer hear their voices, please tell me, where exactly are we going? The people can only follow somebody that resonates with them. If whoever it is that is resonating with them is not strong and vibrant and ready, they will definitely, as you say, be defocused or lax or not do anything.
Or just believe that, they are the same with every other politician. These people are not trying to help us.
All the prominent persons that were there, where were they when it was time to appear in court? The only person who went through it was Mr. Macaroni. All of them, nobody heard them anymore. It was taking these young persons at the end of the day, these old politicians will call them and give them something and tell them to distort whatever mobilization they've set up on. So it has to do with a strong will whereby you will not be bought over. You will not be incentivized with any financial means. They deliberately weaponize the hunger in the land against the people, and the people fight themselves. It has always been a consistent pattern, and Nigerians always fall for it.
One thing is, you have to have it at the back of your mind that if you want Nigeria to work, except you don't want Nigeria to work. If you want Nigeria to work, 2027 is another chance to get it right. A lot of people are already seeing 2027 as lost already. The APC, they're already making moves.
There's already
nobody can stop President Tinubu if he wants to go for
they already
a second
feel disenchanted.
term. But if you want Nigeria to work in your lifetime, here's the thing: every 4 years, time will not wait for you. Time will not stand still for you. And every 4 years, when you have the opportunity to actually make your own mind known at the polls, you have to take it. So this is not the time to be disenchanted.
It starts now. The president has set up an academy. So you register, whatever acquisition you need, you get there. That is how you're getting supporters and loyalists. What is the opposition doing to get that kind of loyalty and that kind of participation? What are you doing? The administration is already on the ground doing what you call grassroots mobilization. They're already working ahead of 2027. Anybody that comes to criticize the administration, they use the state security forces to clamp you down. It's quite unfortunate because in 2012, this administration, along with John Oyegun, Adams Oshomole, Nasir El-Rufai, and a lot of them at the time, including this current president, they all came out. Former President Muhammadu Buhari, they all came out to say, you know what, we don't want you to remove the fuel subsidy. They called out INEC as this same institution that brought this administration on board. Now, all the strategy they employed as opposition, they do not want anybody now to employ that.
That's the reason why a lot of people say PDP is a weak opposition, because even
PDP
then,
is
you
no
can
longer
always
PDP.
recall that
Choma is no longer an opposition.
When
it's the same
PDP,
set
when
of
Obasanjo or Jonathan, and makes any policy or reforms that the APC was not happy with,
Chioma,
they
is there
always
a
come up
PDP?
and talk about it.
No, let's not speak English. Is there a PDP? Is there a Labour Party? These were the strong political parties in 2023, and they've literally gone extinct.
What you were saying about grassroots mobilization, the obedient movement, I've been seeing certain posts where they've been trying to do that, trying to tell people, come on board. We want to know those who are members. They're not doing it as Labour Party, obedient movement. That is in case Obi wants to the camp. Or just remove himself from there and join the opposition.
But you realize that some persons may call it treason. This administration is very good at calling it a bad name, saying that for example, yes, is that not what? Wait,
our words are literally losing their meaning.
No, why would Bayo Onanuga call out an individual for for expressing themselves when you've had every other political members say something worse? Peter Obi was talking about the judicial institution, how when he was meant to be impeached twice, how the president, who was in an opposition, called him to say, "Are you okay? Are you safe?" They brought military. They brought when he traveled out. They brought him. They said, "You're safe. Come in." They made sure that he safely brought in to the country at the time. That was when you understand that politicians and politics does not necessarily need to devolve to a state of a savage attitude or savage method of doing things. Behavior. There can be decorum. You saw you saw what transpired during the American elections.
American politics really is one of mudslinging, but still there is always that individual respect for the people.
When somebody shot at Trump, you saw the current administration provide security service for him, ensure that he wasn't attacked, even in his home. Why can't you have that now? How many times have other opposition political opponents been abused and denigrated on social media? The current administration did not call a warning. And then when you speak against the government, when you try to let your mind know that there are things that are not done, rather than taking out of it and seeing how to work on it, look at how you can work on whatever it is people are complaining about. You stifle their voices, you weaken the opposition, you look at the means through which you want to induce and say they're trying to commit treason. Where does it work, Chioma? You can imagine the case of Justice Egwuatu. You see what is going on with Natasha's case, right? He has recused himself from hearing the suit filed by the suspended senator for Kogi Central, Natasha Akpabio. His decision was based on a petition by Senate President Akpabio, who raised concerns about the judge's objectivity in the matter. The case was originally scheduled for hearing today, but it took an unexpected turn when Justice Egwuatu announced his decision in a brief ruling. He explained that the case file would be returned to the chief judge for reassignment to another judge. What does that tell you? Obviously, maybe Justice Egwuatu was already being pressured. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to speak candid. We need to orientate ourselves. This is Voice of the People. We speak from the people's angle in as much as we try to look at both angles to issues. But this time around, with how things are going at this particular point in time, I must tell you, you need to be smart. Do not fall and become a whims and caprices of persons who are deliberately trying to detract people from not being able to participate in good governance. It's important for you to do so.
Because politics is your life. If you don't do, whether you do politics or not, politics will do you. Whether you're interested in politics or not, politics will be interested in you. I think after the 2023 elections, a lot of people have really understood that, especially the young people. That's why you see that wave of political consciousness that has not gone away after 2023.
And let me
a
tell
lot of
you
people have
something.
realized politics determines if I'll be able to go to school, if I'll be able to pay my fees, if I'll be able to learn a skill.
Chioma, do you know that this method that this current administration is employing, where you're stifling, where you're using ethnicity, initially it worked. But trust me, it's become a stain on them. And if they are smart, they'll call their people to order.
But the people who are falling under it, the Nigerians who are falling for
it, you know,
are they not already tribalistic and bigoted for that to work on them? You
set the ball rolling. What happens at the other end, where you started it? You are not monitoring what's going on at the other end.
Esther, if you do not have, if you have integrity, right? It's like what we were saying about the
Chioma,
fraudulent activities.
When it comes to politics, these individuals are savage and barbaric. There is no integrity. That's why I said the opposition and the people themselves need to be resilient and ensure that when they come with their savage, when they come with their non-integrity, you come with your voters. I'm saying it. I am telling you. Make sure. I don't know whom it is you're voting for. Where I don't know. I'm not concerned with any political party or any politician. I'm just saying that whoever it is you want to vote in 2027, please know the person. The Labour Party won the election, won some polling units based on one particular individual.
Yes.
A lot of them did not even know the constituency representatives of this political
Some
party.
of those people already
It was after they had
collecting
won
dollars.
that they saw their faces. You need to know the persons you're voting for
Like
now.
what happened in Etiosa in Lagos?
It's not just Lagos, Choma. It's not just Lagos. Even in the north, a lot of them, people did not know who they were. It was after they won, we started knowing that these were the people. Where are their voices now? They're not speaking. They're quiet. They've gone moribund. They seem to be chained. How can you be in an organization that says we're supposedly a hybrid because we're not completely practicing democracy and there is no opposition? There is nobody critiquing. It's not healthy. And when you speak, they come out and tell you you're inciting. They come out and tell you that you are leading people to the gallery. They come out and tell you that you're not saying the truth. They come out and tell you that you want people. Why? You're supposed to encourage healthy competition. You're supposed to encourage the opposition. And that's why I said any coalition that is coming up now, you guys need to have that sagacity that City Boy has. Because trust me, if it comes to Nigeria's peculiar political strategy, President Tinubu knows it. He's a street smart person. I remember during the 2023 election, somebody said that it is only President Tinubu understands the streets. That they cannot vote for I remember then somebody said they cannot vote for Peter Obi because that they said he will create hard laws that will affect street boys. That was if you go on social media, if you go on Twitter, if you check it, you'll see it. The video is there.
Yes, sir, we also have to bear it in mind that there are certain people who don't actually want Nigeria to work. Because if Nigeria works, they will lose their source of income.
That's true.
There are a lot of people who wake up in the morning and just resume at the bus stop with one uniform. And somebody like Peter Obi and certain other presidential candidates,
Like
they would not condone that.
Atiku.
They'll say you are a full-grown man. Your hands and your legs are working. There's no reason why you should not have a steady source of income that is much more legitimate and something that brings you prestige, that upholds your integrity. But a lot of people, they're okay with the status quo. So, but I believe that the larger number of Nigerians actually want Nigeria to work because a lot of us, we don't get another.
I'm not saying that we should fold.
citizenship.
I'm not saying we should fold our arms. I'm not saying we shouldn't complain. But the way it is, the state is already somehow against you. You want to come out and protest, you'll be slammed with treason. If you don't have anybody to bring you out, you will die in jail. You come out and talk against the government, there is a problem. In the night, they'll come and carry you out. Where they will torture you, nobody will see you for anybody to show any support for you. That's what I am saying. That I don't know how we need to survive, but we need to survive. Because as it stands now, it almost feels like everything is just there to clamp you down. So the only thing you have is your voice. And social media is where a lot of people are using to express themselves. So whatever means we can, we'll continue to talk about issues here. People will continue to express themselves. Possibly those in government are listening and do the needful. It is only if this administration decides to do what is best for the people that they govern, then fine. Secondly, Chioma, beyond the president, the governors, the senators, the councillors, the local government chairman, how many of them are we calling out? Chioma, do you know how many councillors we have in each local government? Do you know how many aides and assistants that these people have? That are being paid by taxpayers' money. State governors have what do you call them? Special advisors in several sectors. You can imagine all the people working for them. You have councillors, you have local government chairmen, you have House of Rep members, you have the senators. What are their responsibilities? Who is representing your constituency? So beyond the president, let's look at the people that we interact with at the very basic level. Everyone needs to be held accountable. It is now.
I think the thing is, when you're tired of the status quo, you have to start asking yourself the question, how can I, just this one person that I am, how can I begin to foster change from this, my own community, from where I'm sitting, from where I'm standing at the moment? What can I do? How can I sensitize people in my community ahead of 2027? It's not too early to start positioning yourself ahead of 2027.
True.
It really is not too early. If you have to start talking to the people on your street, asking them, so I'll never tire you, here is what we need to do. If you need to gather the people, the youths in your street together, ask them questions. You'll be surprised that a lot of people are not actually happy about where they are, but they do not see themselves beyond where they are at that moment.
These political bureaucrats who are looking ahead of 2027, I would expect that now you guys start citizen participation. Utilize terrestrial media. utilize social media.
Yes, so
have a one-on-one with the people that you know will supposedly vote for you. Let them see who you are. It's not in 2026 you will now start using all the generational problems that Nigerians have been going through to say this is what we're going to cure when we come on. Nobody will trust your genuity. Nobody will trust your intention. So if you don't start now and let people know that you really mean business for them, you tell them how you intend to change, how you intend to make things work, and how it is beyond statistics. Choma, do you know that the NBS has been politicized? Analysts are saying that the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics had become politicized. When a situation has become that bad, what do you expect?
Where we don't even get the right numbers, the right figures anymore. They come and tell us inflation is at a so number.
And
meanwhile, it's actually three times higher.
I read that they release emails to certain media or certain journalists. It's not something they release on their website, because people actually go to their website to check on these figures and make their own analysis. So at that point, who do we speak with?
So you don't make analysis based on what you're seeing. It has to be based on what they send to you, what they show you
precisely.
So if you say anything outside of that, it becomes you're giving wrong information.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, it's 2:34 p.m. about 26 minutes before 3 p.m. We'll need to be going very, very shortly. Let's open the phone lines and take about 1 or 2 calls before we end the program. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You're now tuned into Matters. My name is Choma Innocent, and of course, Egwuatu decided to grace me with her intellectual presence today. The phone lines have been buzzing non-stop. Every caller has 60 seconds. No more, no less. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please? Hello, welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. You have 60 seconds. What's your name and location, please?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm fine. This is Evangelist Chijoke, a man with vision from Ijibo.
Welcome, Evangelist. You have about 45 seconds now. Go ahead.
Okay, please. I'm not happy. Actually, I'm not happy. You know, this government, these politicians. But do you know that you people are passing information? Oh? You people are passing information. You know, this is what you're supposed to do, you know, hidden. Because I understand what Esther Wachuku is saying. But you know that there's somebody they call this, what they call bandit, one of these listeners of BOP is a bandit. You understand?
Who be bandits?
Yeah, it's a bandit, you know.
You are using your time to call somebody bandit. 10 seconds left, though.
Because people will carry information now to
see now you call him now. Now you call him now.
Thank you. Your time up. Thank you so much for your call. Welcome to Matters. Thank you for holding on. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon.
Welcome to Matters.
Yeah, I was following Tochuku and Chika on YouTube. I don't know that you are the one on the program now. Please, can you, Esther? What thing I want to ask for you, please? When after your program, just give me the time for your program, the time for Chika. The program.
All right. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Thank you so much.
The program time for me, please test it for me, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your call. We appreciate you. 0803-692-9933 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. We want to hear from you. This is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I can see you already sending your messages on WhatsApp to keep them coming. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. You have 60 seconds. Turn down the volume on your radio set and give us a call back. We definitely want to hear from you, but if you do not turn down the volume on your radio set, we'll be unable to hear you. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. You have 60 seconds. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please? Oh dear, give us a call back. Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Choma Innocent.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Esther Wachuku is here as well.
And Esther Wachuku, my dear, how are you?
Fine, good afternoon, sir. Zeranadi.
Okay, this is Zeranadi, exactly. Okay, Esther, let me just say, because of say 6 seconds. Well, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, later, this guy know that, and he said, Bayo, that is no more in the opposition party. Opposition is no more opposition. Is the one controlling. And the trading lobby. Esther, before I conclude, what do you expect that when because he feel that he can just have its way when it has to do with that part of somebody people from that part of the country. You see the issue of SND of Lagos. Calling people that if they threaten the people, they will just invite people from a distance to come and fight. It was Igbo man from Solomon that they just set him up for him to look at that. The issue of Nande, they're still saying that Igbo people that are holding in Nande, then what do you expect when people who does betray their brother? But I promised that by another guy that Obi is not somebody who's easy. That it's not easy from this. If you want to promote somebody, I will just call him from here. But I don't want people to be offended.
Please don't do that.
People. I would just call him to hear him. But
please, don't, you said you will not call him now.
Don't call anybody.
Okay.
We can't stoop low.
The Bishop Obi, you cannot let him just be very careful. Obi, he cannot nothing will. This man just openly, this man just after they just ring the election of this man just handed over for peace to reign. They are still looking for his trouble. That trouble around if you don't take time.
Thank you for your call,
They cannot divert our attention from that state of emergency. They remove that listing. That nonsense because we cannot take it. Okay, have a great day.
Thank you for your call, Nadi. We do appreciate you. 0803-692-9933. Hello, welcome to Matters.
Good afternoon, Esther.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, Esther Wanchuku.
Sir?
Good afternoon. Esther Wanchuku.
Sir?
You have said everything. I said you have said it all. You have said it all. But there is one thing we need to pay more attention on our legislators, the Senator and the House of Representatives.
Yes.
We don't have to leave them behind. We don't have to tackle just only the president. We need to overhaul the Senate and the House of Representatives.
True.
We need to face them out. And all this while they've been enjoying the opportunity because they don't use to post or put their posters whereby people will know the kind of person they are before voting for them. That is the reason why they have been enjoying. But if they made it a mandatory for them to be putting their pictures on the wall so that people can know them and not by their political party or by their political party.
Yes.
Do appreciate you. 0803-692-9933. Let me take some comments on YouTube. Ola Best says Shawara is not part of the opposition. He's a distraction, opposing both the government in power and the opposition. Help us beg Atiku to step down for Peter Obi and fund the campaign.
See,
he wants to step down from his lifelong ambition and use his money
to
push another person to achieve his own ambition. That one go hard small.
To actually express genuinity, I don't even think any one of them should should be chosen whatsoever because the intention a lot of persons don't trust. Hello.
Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Stand the Shoma, when I pick my call, I thought that after the man talk finish, when I go.
No vex. Go ahead. No vex. Not me. You can put the blame on me.
My name is Afu Adama, calling from Edim.
Well done,
go ahead.
sir.
So this topic we bring today, this part of the topic we bring today, me and somebody discuss it. It's never passed 2 hours before this program start about PVC. Because the guy meet me. They tell me, say, this government, I don't tire. I say, when they vote, you do vote. He say, why you go vote? Say, then I vote, then they can't. Say, this is what they rig. I say, if you say, how we go take vote, nobody every vote, then they rig. If you say they go free rig Lagos own. But now because of voting, over people vote for one Labour Party is over. That's why no free rig. When they come out get their PVC vote, their vote must be count. If their vote not they count, they don't fit the participate up and down. They beg people, they give people money to vote for them. So I was discussing the issue.
So you can't desensitize the man. Other people wait there for your area. Sure, you don't they talk to them ahead of 2027. No be just say we don't tire. What we go do about the matter?
I just tell them that make sure that he get their guy find solution to get their PVC. Keep it at the hand. Be ready for 2027. As you are preparing for 2027, all the whole position they are preparing for 2027.
Okay.
Even the APC government they are preparing for 2027 more than anything. They don't want to take and play. That's why I was discussing with the person before this program come
Thank
outside.
you for your call, Afunwa. Keep doing what you can, okay? Make you they talk to the people where they are around you. This is Matters and Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent. Esther Wanchuku is here as well. Call me up 0803-692-9933. You have 60 seconds. Welcome to Matters.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm calling from Ojo.
Welcome, Chris. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I guess you can hear me.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so concerning this coalition and the 2027 presidency of it, I think see the kind of sense, the way the people came out in 2023, the kind of advocates that they made. Most of us, me, I've not voted in my life before, but most of my family members, they have to come and vote because we are so hopeful that this 2023 was going to be a game changer for most this politics in Nigeria. But at the end of the day, we are all disappointed. And when we now see the kind of structure that is in place now, everywhere it's like the APC have secured it, the judiciary, every part of
the only way you can get out of it is just that's the only voice you have. After that, the next 4 years you can't say anything.
Let's be realistic. What are you saying in the judiciary now? You understand? Even the president, good luck, he didn't want to mention them, but he had to, when he was making that statement, he called out the judiciary as well. That was the reason, because some of the things we are saying now is like it's quite evident that judiciary is complicit in all these things.
Like I said, if everybody can become INEC on that day, whether you're a party agent or not, you use videos, you record all your results, you stay with them while they're compiling it, because otherwise that's just what's going to be.
Those things we did it. See, let me tell you, most of those things people are saying we did it, but when you live there and what is going to happen when they get to that place and compile a new thing? Are we going to stop them? All these things happen. 2023, many youth came out. We all know how it started, even with the voters when they say we should go and register to vote. In Ojo here, if you're not, your name does not sound.
I think that Atiku might be interested to run again, and he might be begging Obi to allow him to one time, just like the way Tinubu will do one time. After 2027, then Obi will become a presidential candidate of that particular political party that they are going to form. So the obedience is a worrying part of Obi. Obi is very, very ready to accept any kind of agreement, but the Obi might be worried because of we the obedient, whether we might not be happy with him if he tries to be a vice to Atiku. So I'm trying to advise my fellow youth that if Obi later accepts to become a vice president, we should support them to make sure that we bring down Goliath Tinubu. And again, if we must do this, let everybody begin to think how many people can you influence to vote for the right person. Like me, I have the capacity to influence like above 50 people to vote for the kind of candidate that I want to vote for. So everybody should, if it's only 5 people that you can influence, start doing it now. That's it. Yes. So that we can be able to, remove this evil man that is frustrating our lives.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's take some messages. This person, Yomi, says, this is a pure Igbo station. It's either you talk about Peter Obi or Kanu on a daily basis. 80% of your contributors are Igbos. You castigate Tinubu every day. It's pure hatred towards him since your Obi lost. Obi that worked under Abacha when others were being chased and killed for fighting for democracy, so he wants to grip where he didn't sow. Obi that worked with Arthur in Zarebe to secure an overnight injunction to scuttle 1993 June 12 elections. You reap what you sow. No, it's obvious this is a supporter of the administration. Yomi, I don't have an issue with you supporting the administration. It's your choice. But you saying that is an Igbo radio station just because we're saying what exactly it is. How can a presidential aide working for the president come out to castigate only one particular opposition?
Out of all the voices, did you hear what Atiku wrote after the emergency rule in Rivers State? Did you hear what Showore said? I'm shocked. You are the one that is actually acting and responding with an ethnic perspective. Nobody mentioned any particular political party. We're speaking generally. There's a 30 days rant. If Nigerians are not happy with what's going on with this administration and we're preferring a solution to this, how about you sit back and ensure that
2027, you vote right. We did not call anybody's name on whom they want to vote. We're just calling out this kind of anomaly that doesn't make sense. So, Yomi, I sincerely do apologize that this is how you feel, all right? But please try as much as possible to have a different perspective. Is important. Try to be objective.
Let's take a few more messages because we need to go in a matter of minutes. Good afternoon, VOP. This is Prosper from Ikeja. The problem is not that Nigerian youths are not ready to vote and the right leaders into political offices. The problem is that INEC judiciary has been hijacked and compromised. Mary from Okeafa says the new youth academy can be brainwashed with money. I mean dollars by 2027. Again, how can we be sure our vote will count with this INEC? What strategy, what law and principles should be applied to make INEC give us current and accurate vote that will be casted? Good afternoon, Stan Chioma Solomon Asika from Mushin. Seeing what's on ground in 2027 election, I'm afraid because it seems it's going to be a do or die affair because every angle is being clamped down. As for Bayo Nanuga, I have only one question for him. Where is Lai Mohammed? He's trying to say king to the that is, you may be here. Soldier come, soldier go. Barracks remains. Good afternoon, Chama Innocent and Estangwachko. You've said it all. President Tinubu is a strategist, but if God says no way in 2027, so be it. God gave us brain for a reason. If they like it, let them go inside the moon and rig the elections. It won't work. Notwithstanding, the coalition parties must show signs of seriousness. By now, they've not got their bearings right. Too bad. A Yoruba adage says, when you prepare madness for 10 years, how many years will the madness display in the market? I like this one. If you're still fighting over who picks the flag bearer, then you should just allow us to continue in the suffering. The birth of APC in 2013, the name of the party has been surfaced. Let's see some level of seriousness in the awaiting coalition party, please. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimo. The person that called VOP Igbo session will suffer in hand of APC. Shina from Isolo. You know, the thing about it is when you have a particular perspective, you will not come down to realize that there are also people who you believe align with you who are on the other side. Because every time Mr. Ogumbi sends a message, you can see the perspective he's talking from. You can see that in some cases it can be really detribalized. At the end of the day, we want a Nigeria that works. If you want Tinubu to work for
regardless
you,
of your
because you are Yoruba,
location,
then sorry, you are tribalistic. If you want to become the president because you believe that when he comes, Igbos will have a higher hand in Nigeria, then you're tribalistic too. It doesn't matter that you feel he's the better candidate. The person who thinks President Tinubu was better candidate before 2023 also believed that this person is coming to make my life better. We should not have an individualistic approach to things in Nigeria. It should be about the good of everybody,
regardless of your geographical location.
That's what somebody posted on Twitter before the election, say, please vote for Tinubu so that my daddy can buy me a Birkin bag. That is, as far as that's just vote for him so that my daddy can buy me a Birkin. So you can already have an image of where this person's father is, or the kind of affiliation.
All we're saying is that if you're going to vote for anybody, don't vote because of the person comes from your own ethnic group or from your own geographical location. Vote because you know this person represents the interests of everyone, regardless of their political affiliations, their religion, or their ethnicity. That's what Nigeria is all about. It's federalism. It's a federal government of Nigeria. It's not the federal government of Yoruba, federal government of Igbo, or federal government of Hausa, or Efik, or Ibibio. No, it shouldn't be so. It's something that needs to change.
Well, we know if we talk past like this, so at the end of the day, 2027 will come and go. The problem is that both people will make right decision, people will make wrong decision. Everybody will suffer.
Yes, so
together.
Not true.
And if we make the right decision, we'll all enjoy it together. True. There is nobody nobody was created to suffer. Let me tell you now, forget whatever your spiritual father is telling you. You were not created to suffer. God did not create you and put in this world and say, you come, you eat only 2 times a day and you will die. No, that is not what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to live a full life, a healthy life, an amazing life. I dare say a luxurious life. Not everybody will live in luxury, truly, but still, the basic amenities. Come on, Esther, pure water is 3 all those kinds, they consign you. 3 sachets of pure water is 100 naira.
No talk like, do you see? If you want my helper to come now, you make my helper to close. No, do that kind of thing. No. I need help. No, well, it's like this is where
3 sachets. I bought pure water 5 naira when it used to be longer before they now reduced the size.
That time pure water now is 50.
So what are we talking about? The Nigeria of today and Nigeria of 15 years ago, you they plan to marry for this Nigeria. You they plan to born. You want make your children go school. So now until you begin they pay school fees of millions upon millions for kindergarten. We're not be luxurious school for Paco school. How long are we going to continue defending the people who are tying our hands and putting us in chains?
We're not asking for money now for marriage, Joe. Chama is not looking.
No, that's the thing, because you they plan marry, you they plan born. So inside this same Nigeria,
Ah, God.
Inside the same Nigeria.
Tis
Let's
well.
just make the right decision ahead of 2027. My name is Chioma Innocent. Matters has come to an end. Esther, you have brought so much flavor, spice, color to matters today.
Thank
At
you
least
very
not only my
much.
voice, so now go to hear. So thank you so much, Esther.
All right, follow us on social media at Stick Media on YouTube, ESTRQMedia. On Instagram is at Estanwas, ESTANWAZ, and obviously at the Radio Girl on Instagram.
Yes, at _ the Radio Girl on the Instagram. You can follow me, find us across all social media platforms at VOP903 FM. Till I come your way again tomorrow, same time, same station, with another episode of Matters. Keep doing the things that matter. Do your best to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world. It's not just about what your government can do for you.
Exactly.
What can you do
And
for
please
your
don't
country?
engage in any immoral vice. I beg.
Or
It's
illegal
important.
things because you want to
Please.
make money. If
I
police
beg
catch you,
Oyoluwa.
Oyoluwa.